Job 37. At this also my heart pounds and leaps from its place. Listen carefully to the thunder of his voice, the rumbling that proceeds from his mouth. Under the whole heaven he lets it go, even his lightning to the far corners of the earth. After that a voice roars. He thunders, and with an exalted voice, and he does not hold back his lightning bolts. When his voice is heard, God thunders with his voice in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding. For to the snow, he says, fall to the earth, and to the torrential rains, pour down. He causes everyone to stop working, so that all people may know his work. The wild animals goes into their lairs, and into the dens they remain. A tempest blows out from its chamber, icy cold from the driving winds. The breath of God produces ice, and the breath of the waters freeze solid. He loads the clouds with moisture. He scatters his lightning through the clouds. The clouds go around in circles, wheeling about according to his plans, to carry out all that he commands them over the face of the whole inhabited world. Whether it is for punishment, or for his land, or for mercy, he causes it to find its mark. Pay attention to this, Job. Stand still and consider the wonders God works. Do you know how God commands them? How he makes lightning flash in his storm clouds? Do you know about the balancing of the clouds, the wondrous activity of him who is perfect in knowledge? You whose garments are hot when the earth is still because of the south wind. Will you, with him, spread out the clouds, solid as a mirror and of molten metal? Tell us what we should say to him. We cannot prepare a case because of the darkness. Should he be informed that I want to speak? If if a man speaks, surely he will be swallowed up. But now the sun cannot be looked at. It is bright in the skies after the wind passes and swept the clouds away. From the north he comes in golden splendor. Around God is awesome majesty. As for the Almighty, we cannot attain to him. He is great in power, but justice and abundant righteousness he does not oppress. Therefore fear him, for he does not regard all the wise in his heart. Rhizone, how's everyone? Welcome in, friend. All right, this chapter doesn't tell us who is speaking, but it is Elihu who continues. Elihu is pronouncing every piece of worldly wisdom there is out there to say, if punishment is on you, you done messed up, Aaron. Whatever you are receiving is because of what you did wrong. That's how it is. Everyone knows how it is. Job just fess up. He's continuing it. So now he's going to start saying, he did say in the last chapter, I'm speaking on behalf of God. So now he's continuing his speaking on behalf of God. Listen carefully to the thunder of his voice, to the rumble that proceeds from his mouth. Under the whole heaven, he lets it go, even the lightning from the far corners. So do you understand how lightning works and thunder works? It's God at work. Do you understand how God works? Do you know how he does it? His marvelous works in the sky. Do you know that when he sends snow and rain, everyone stops doing what they're doing and takes shelter? Have you ever understood that? Have you ever marveled at that? That is God in action. He causes everyone to stop working so that people know he is at work. The animals go to their lair. Even animals understand Job. Why can't you understand Job? The tempest blows out of its chamber. The icy cold drives the driving winds. The breath of God produces ice. So he's talking about this as God being the source. It doesn't matter how he's describing it. He's describing God as being the source. So this is not a scientific description here. This is a description of source. Breath of the waters freeze solid, loads the clouds with moisture. He scatters the lightning through the clouds. The clouds go round in circles, wheeling about according to his plans. See, there's the point. God is the one doing it. It's according to his plans. He carries out all these commands, all that he commands them over the face of the whole inhabited earth. Whether it is for punishment or for his land or for mercy, he causes it to find his mark. So if it's tempest storms because of punishment, he does it. If it's just for his lands, great. If it's for mercy, great. They all find their mark, Job. God does it. Everything happens because God commands it. Pay attention to this, Job. Stand still and consider the wonders God works. Do you know how God commands them? How does he make lightning? Do you understand? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know how to balance the balancing of the clouds? I'm wondering the balancing of the clouds means. Balancing refers to floating or suspending. Oh, yeah, the suspension of the clouds. I would have went with that. The balancing sounds like I put some on this side and some on that side. No, the floating. But anyway, how do they hang poised there? The wondrous activity of him who is perfect in knowledge, whose garments are hot. You whose garments are hot. So we're going to switch topics now. So when it's hot and the south wind stops, do you know how he spreads out the clouds? Solid as a mirror of molten metal. So they're just there, just right there. Tell us what we should say to him. We cannot prepare a case because of darkness. So you tell us what we should say to him, Job. Should he be informed that I want to speak? So Job, should God know that I want to speak? If a man speaks, surely he will be swallowed up. So you even think you can stand before God? You're like, do you understand who God is? But now the sun cannot be looked at. Right now, when the sky in the sun is hot, it's bright in the sky, you can't look at it. After the wind passes and sweeps the clouds away. So the clouds are gone, you can't look at the sun. So this is just like God. You cannot grasp him. You can't go to him. I'm going to tell you what he's like. From the north he comes in golden splendor. Around him is awesome majesty. As the Almighty, we cannot attain to him. He is great in power, but justice and abundant righteousness he does not oppress. So here's the point. He doesn't punish people who are righteous. That's what's claimed here. All that he's arguing is justice is abundant. He does not cause anything bad to happen to righteous people. Therefore, fear him, for he does not regard all wise in his heart. So Job, the proof that you have sinned is your punishment. End of case. That's how God is. He doesn't punish you unless you sin. If something bad's happening to you, you did bad. Like, this is just like not true, buddy. This is just not true whatsoever. Weight of clouds so it's not too heavy on the ground. Well, this is poetic language, so we don't need to be looking at it. Yeah, wowzer, these guys. I know. Yeah, this is poetic language, so nothing here is intended to be a literal description, and nothing is scientific in here. So, Supersonic, don't get caught up in the language here of imagery. It will steer you wrong, friend. It will steer you wrong. The point is in what he's saying is, Job, I know why you are being afflicted. It's because you sinned. That's it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of his argument.